All files in the Linux operating system are organized into directories. A directory is a container that can contain other directories and files. In Windows, we use the term folder. Here we use the word directory. The first directory in the Linux directory structure is the root directory, and it is represented by a /. All other directories and files in the Linux system are present inside this root directory. So everything in the Linux file system begins with the root directory. Inside this root directory, we have several directories. We'll look at some of the common ones in this video. Bin contains the executable commands and utilities. etc contains system configuration files. Dev contains file interfaces for different devices. Home contains user home directories. We know that Linux is a multi-user operating system. Each user in Linux is given a separate directory under this home directory, and the name of the directory is the login name of the user. A user can store anything in his home directory. He can create more subdirectories to store documents, music files, pictures, video files, anything. Opt contains commercial software products that are not installed by default on the system. SBIN contains programs for performing admin level system tasks such as network management and disk partitioning. TMP contains temporary files created by various programs. It is generally cleared on reboot, so you should not store anything that is important as it will be deleted on reboot. USR contains user-related programs and data files. VAR contains files that change frequently, such as log files and databases. These directory names are based on the file system hierarchy standard, which is occasionally updated. You can check the names at the website of FHS. Now, like this home directory, all of these directories can have subdirectories. So all the directories and files are connected together in a hierarchical structure. This directory structure resembles an inverted tree. So it is also referred to as directory tree. Everything in Linux can be viewed as a file. So directories, devices, links are all treated as files. This Linux treats everything as a file, so the directory structure is also referred to as file system. Now let's understand the concept of current directory and parent directory. When we are working on Linux, at any point of time, will be located inside a particular directory in the directory tree. That directory is called a current directory or the current working directory. We have seen that the Linux system provides each user a directory which is his home directory. When a user logs into the system, he is usually placed in his home directory. So if a user logs in with the username Peter, then he will be automatically placed in this directory. You can move around different directories using the graphical interface available. To move around using the command line, you need to know the CD command. We'll learn about the CD command later in this course. Now each directory has a parent directory, except of course this root directory. For example, parent of this directory is this, parent of this directory is this, parent of this directory is this. Now when a directory is created, two special entries are made in it. These two entries are denoted by a single dot and a double dot. The single dot refers to the directory itself and this double dot refers to the parent directory. So if the user's current directory is this, then inside this directory, the single dot represents this directory Peter and the double dot represents this directory home. Now suppose user's current directory is this, then inside this directory, the single dot represents this directory phones and the double dot represents this directory documents. Now in the next lecture, we'll learn about path names.